Before we say pledge of allegiance, we want to say thank you to all the veterans in this room. Thank you for your dedication and support of our country. And Lord knows we need it today. And so thank you for helping us be where we are and moving forward. And then we can say pledge allegiance to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag. To the republic which stands one nation, Jim, a moment of reflection.
Please join in prayer or meditation as I say, bless this food to our use, us to thy service. Amen.
And Jim, do you have a song for us?
Yes, America the Beautiful. It is five. Yes, on the lower left corner, page 5. Oh, mountains
Do we have any visitors today other than Carol Cooper, like speakers? Anyone else? Happy everybody here today for a beautiful and festive Veterans Day.
Can I give a crab cake report?
Oh, since the next will be announcements, we have Jim giving us a crab cake update.
All right, that's okay.
John, excuse me.
John,
Yes.
okay, Jimmy, for sure.
The good news is we only sold 8,000 crab cakes. And Bill Payne sold only 6,000. We have sold out. We've been trading and trading. We're at 0. I have you at 82 now. I know. Unless you find somebody else. I'm through. Okay, I might find 2 for, I might find 2.
You have to.
So
Hey, your buddy Joanne Fetcher.
Bill has only sold 82 of our 336 trays. So he's been slacking again as usual. And he was gone for a week, so I don't know why he did in that time. We are sold out. I'll work with Bill. I am going to pass around the sheet. If you're here, just initial that it's correct. If it's not correct, make a note. So before I trade more for Bill, who doesn't need him, I already traded plenty for him. We get yours right. Okay. So we are 0 because you offered yours for the pot, which Bill has taken most of, which is good. Our goal is to sell them. We still need a few more hands. We have 38. Some of you have not yet answered me as whether you're coming or not coming. If you're not coming, that's okay. Just say so. So you know what we got to deal with. But we're going to do what we got to do, and it's all good. If you look at the sheet, initial.
Pardon me, it's just it's not a cost. I didn't get clean up for it.
Inbox.
$5. Well, charge Jim, whoever that guy is. Okay, I'm gonna start here with JC's about as frequent as flyer as I am, I think. Thank you.
Well, they introduced me to gas the other day.
They do me too, Rusty, so. They might be telling them they want fewer lawyers in the club, they'd like to be again. All right, any questions about, is everybody here have at least one chance to make crab checks? Yes, you guys do, no, for your first time?
What?
Have you made crab cakes with us before?
Never.
Okay, oh, okay, we got some newbies, that's good. Be there at 9 o'clock and you'll be out of there probably by 11:15.
At the
Oh,
Heritage
Heritage Fire Hall, that's.
Make.
And strap,
Here,
and grab me.
they were stuck. Did they keep on picking them up?
Yeah.
Picking them up.
Yeah, and also, please tell your people, if you have people coming to the fire hall, not to come before 12 o'clock. We'll be done before then in all likelihood,
Fine.
but it really disturbs the process if they come in, want to pick theirs up. So if you have people coming, you can pick them up. But we make them all in a couple hours, really. And for you, Norman's not gonna be able to help us this year, but we have the ladies from the facilities and auxiliaries that will help, and they're great. But it starts at 9 and literally by about 11, we're pretty much done. Okay, but that doesn't include the pack.
Coming as well to help us and his wife.
Oh, good, okay, I'll get two more, okay. When I say done, make me not be done packing and get it ready to hand out. That's what happens. People get done, they want theirs out of 336 trees, just give me mine so I can go home. No. I'm the shipping department, I'm the Surly shipping department, so, and just ask Jim about that. Yeah, right. All right, thanks.
Pizza afterwards.
We do, we have these, yes, ma'am.
The package.
Okay, we get the pack, the crab meat in little containers, and we pick them and we start not to mash it, just make sure there's no major shell, okay? We don't mind, we have some shell in there that, because it was really shell. I mean, really real crab meat, not imitation crab meat. And we go through a whole process of mixing them, forming them, putting them in trays, we put 6 to a tray. And it's about a pound of crab meat. And it's like, for those who are old enough to remember, the Lucy scene where they were in the candy factory. It looks a lot like that, particularly your first time. It just kind of goes by you like straight.
Is it a tinfoil tray?
No, it's a styrofoam.
There's styrofoam with a lid, those clamshell kind of lids.
Right.
So we put 6 inside, put the lid on it, and then we seal it with saran wrap. And then
Right.
we put-
And put your name on
There's stations.
it. Right. So there's picking stations, then there's mixing stations, and there's forming stations, then there's packing stations and something in between. But this, I'm only on the end. Katie is now taking over. Zarina, common doctor. And if you fall out of line, you'll be drug out in the parking lot to talk to.
Yeah.
You will learn fast, I'm sure you will.
All right. Thank you, and honestly, you really feel good after doing all that. It is a lot of fun. You really get to know each other, get to know each other well, and we all go home and take showers thereafter. So no problem. Thank you. So that is the 21st of November, Friday, at the church and firehouse. Firehouse at 9 a.m. Be there. If you're a couple minutes early, then you can help us move tables around and get things in order. But thank you, everybody. Okay, Libby, we have announcement about the red pedal, Salvation Army red pedal collection. You can.
And let me finish one, just bit my sandwiches. Anyway, we are doing a red pedal challenge again. That will start for the 20th. So it's Friday, it's Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So we start at 10, we finish at 6. There is a sign-up sheet going around. Please find a day or two that you can help with that. And we will not be doing it on Thanksgiving week, but we will be doing it right up to December 20th. And before, stay up on the, excuse me, food line, go a couple hours, reach out. And we collect the money first. We won the district red pedal challenge last year by several $1,000. I suspect we can do that again. So let's do it. Any questions?
Libby, emphasis on the 21st. If you're not making crab cakes, you're ringing up bells.
So, focus on the 21st of,
Well, the first two.
November, so it's February.
Yeah.
You have to wear a, an outfit?
No, if you want to do the Santa Claus, yes, and some people have done that. Some people have done that.
Put a hat.
That's a lot.
He, you were made to be. I will be.
But we would love to have the services.
Joe, you got red kettle outside of the line, black thousand. Let us continue. Bill Payne about festive Friday.
Yes, there will be festive Friday again. Hey, listen up over there. This is gonna be a rowdier and rowdier crowd. I love it. What I'll do is get an email out to the membership on festive Fridays. The Main Street, community, does the Friday of, right after Thanksgiving, right before. Stram is the expert, but I'll get the, email out to everybody, and they need volunteers to help, with traffic control and parking, that sort of thing. It's a lot of fun, dress warm, but, Stram will give you an extra drink.
I do. If you see your badge, there's a green little sticker on it. That sticker, you'll see it says 2025, 2026. That's for anybody that gave $100 to the Rotary Foundation last year. Okay, so you have a green sticker. So we were 100% sustaining club, which means sustaining is $100. So we were that last year, and our goal is to do it again this year, right?
Okay. And, we had a number of our members, myself, Stan, Katie, Bill, Joan at the, district conference. Does anyone who would like to give a report? Who was there more than me?
It was a good district conference.
Okay.
Did any of our representatives die or?
Yes, we did. First of all, it was one of our best district conferences, and the only thing I would say is, please plan for next year. It's probably gonna be in Richmond or maybe Williamsburg, but the fellowship is super. But unfortunately, the president of the Warwick Club, Kevin Lyle, who's actually spoken at our club, he talked about his organization, which organizes collecting organs and finding a home for organs. Well, he was sitting at the,
And we don't need piano organs, we need organs.
yeah, I think. So, in a sense, it's a very sorrowful thing, but, he collapsed at, breakfast on Saturday. And, they got him to the hospital, but he didn't make it. But if you're a Rotarian, that's the way you wanna go out. You wanna go out at the district conference. And, he's a super guy. I've known him, all my Rotary life. He made every meeting. So, it's tearful, but in a sense, we were very proud of all he's done over the years.
Anyone like to add? No. Well, the best way in the world to love is either in your sleep or doing something you love, so. Always has that future, one way or another. So, thank you for the reports. Does anyone else have any announcements? Yeah.
The invoice, the quarterly invoice is over a month ago. And the due date was like 4 days ago, and so far 14 of you haven't sent me your money. So, we've got, too many delinquent members. Please fix that.
Thank you, Paul. Okay, Laura.
Just real quick, we mentioned it to Katie, but the, the young lady that I brought a few months ago, Stacy Drake, 43 years old, we said we focus on younger people. He is very excited to join Rotary. He wants to start over the process in January. And I think that's just 43.
Oh, yeah. All right.
So Dave.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Daddy, stop hitting. Oh,
I wanted to let everyone know that St. Charles Catholic Church is again delivering meals to families who need them the day before Thanksgiving. In prior years, the Rotary has participated individually, but we haven't really had a lot of, we haven't had a ringleader for the Rotary in case there are people who want to do it. And I will tell you the process. I have right now, because I coordinate for my church, I have 53 names of families who need food. Like 30 of those families, 31, I think, of those families are able to shop for themselves. So we mail them a $50 gift card for Food Lion, and they shop for themselves and use it to buy their food. The others are not able to because they're handicapped, they're working, they have a number of different issues. So I buy the food that we deliver. I have volunteers that help me the Tuesday before, we bag it all. On the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, the day before, I go across the bay and buy rotisserie chickens for the 23 families. I get a ready-to-eat pie from Food Lion, fresh bread from Food Lion, bring them back to the parish hall. We add them to the bags. I give people who volunteer to make the deliveries, 3, 4, or 5 different addresses to deliver to, and give them an address to bring food back to if there is no one home when we make the delivery, because it's not safe to leave food in front of the door. There are any chances that animals will get at it. So if Rotary thinks that they would like to participate again, I just need to have someone who would be the coordinator for here, and I'll work with them to get the bags and pack them and send you off with names. And if you have any names of families that you think can use food, if you can give me their name, their address, and their phone number, their 911 address, unless if they can shop for themselves, their US mail address, and we can send them either a Food Lion check, Food Lion gift card, and the people that we deliver a bag of food to, we also include, in addition to food and rotisserie chickens, we include a $25 Food Lion gift card that when they have someone who does shopping for them, they can use that for themselves. So thank you.
Thank you, contact Joan if anyone's interested, if we have time. Can we come Tuesday or Wednesday or both if they can, or either one, either day. All right.
Not to embarrass her, she's been doing this for 30 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
Joan, keep that in mind. Right, thank you very much. The need is so great.
Last thing, the time to get started, but again, for all of you, even the newbies and others. Your sales, your trade, or your responsibility to gather up, deliver whatever. You can't be there, we'll work that out. As far as payment, if somebody brings checks, it would be very helpful if you would have to write on the check, remember your name, so that we start accounting for this, we get it straight. Okay, you can leave the checks there, you can bring them in later. We don't have to collect all the money that day. Okay, so you sold, I'm on our newest member, I don't think she's here, Sabrina Brady, sold 11 trays.
Wow.
Almost pain level, but not quite. Each of you who get your two, you pick them up, you sold 6 or 8, you make sure you get them to your customers, either that day or some other day, and you collect the money. Okay, and you turn in at any time you want to, rather than turn in all at once, I think, if you recall that you bring all the money and say, this is my total for 10 trade. But we'll take money that we never turn away money. We don't have cash. So if you try to bring cash, make sure they bring 3 $20 bills, not like, 100 and so on. If they give 100, they're gonna be out $100. Everybody clear?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, thank you. I'm actually gonna be like Katie when I get.
All right.
Am I here?
One suggestion for newbies, if you're not going to deliver it that afternoon, freeze your crab cakes.
Yeah.
Not just refrigerate, freeze your crab cake. The crab meat is highly perishable. It's perfect when you make it. It's perfect through early afternoon of that day. But if you're not getting to it to that night or the next day, make some. Thank you. Okay? Yes. Some say freeze them individually, some just stick the whole thing in, but if you stick the whole thing in, then when they come out frozen, you get all of them together. So 6 for 9. Detail, minutia, important information. All right, any other announcements? There's a lot of energy around here, a lot of need, and a lot of energy combined. All right, and so now we will introduce our speaker, Carol Cooper.
What about Happy Dollars?
Oh, thank you. Happy dollars. Card, thank you. I actually shuffle the cards. I got to do it ahead of time. So, who has cards?
No, he wants to do happy dollars first, Betty.
Oh.
Who's happy? Who's happy, Betty?
Oh, thank you. Oh, Lord. Get so excited about all the stuff we're doing, and I must forget it. Happy dollars.
The only reason I mentioned it is because I'm very happy. And my happiness started last Thursday when I had my physical with my new doctor and learned that my A1C is down to 6.1.
All right.
She explained to me, at your age, you can handle 7.2. I never understood that before, but that's good news. So don't worry about your A1C if you're old.
Bill, what is A1C?
Ask Norm.
How many hundreds of dollars do you have?
Oh, I'm $20 out because go from Thursday to Friday and Saturdays when I went to the district conference. And the nice thing about the district conference, because we commuted, is I rode over and back with Stanley. And Stanley is a hoot. You just almost run off the road. So that's
Get a deer.
oh yeah. We sideswiped the deer. Yeah, I have to understand that the Stanley Heights probably drank all the gin they had. And there was another one, but I can't think of it, and I'm not gonna work some of it. I'll still do the $20, so.
Yeah. I'll stick with paying $20. 10 because everybody's doing a really good job of selling as they have before. Other 10 for those of you that are native Virginians, which I am not. Seal and I went from Abington over to West Virginia, went through Burke's Garden. Do you know what that is? It looks like a volcanic eruption that left a big valley. It actually was limestone that caved in. It's 8 miles by 5 miles. It's about 2,000, maybe 2,500 feet above sea level, rimmed by mountains. one way in, one way out kind of thing. It's a neat place. So we went there because, we just want to take a diversion, on the way out there. If you ever have some time to waste, I want to go on a real hunt. It's a place to go. A lot of Amish people there now too. So if you want to be an Amish person, I recommend you.
Any other happy dollars?
Just real quick, I had a 65 inch TV blowout movie. I had a 65 inch TV die on me, this week, and fortunately, I had my buddy Bill Payne right around the corner from me, and he gave me a hand, and we rode up to, Walmart. And, I bought another Roku 65 inch TV to replace it. And the amazing thing about it is, it was $298. Can you believe how cheap TVs have gotten? These, but Bill gave me a big hand, getting it into the car, in and out of the car, got home, up and down the steps. Bill, $10 for a big thank you. Give me a
Service above self. That's why you're sore on weekend.
And in the spirit of today, I'd like to say, I would like to give $50 to say thank you to all veterans who have dedicated themselves to our country and who serve and continue to serve to this day, this country. And I can't say thank you enough to those who we know are veterans and those that we may not know are veterans in this room. All I can say is thank you to each one of you. Okay? Any other happy dollars? Now, Queen of Hearts, what are our cards? Okay, an eight of clubs, ace of hearts.
Ace of spades.
Ace of spades. Okay, there we are, ace of hearts. What? No, ace of spades. I think it's spades, okay, yeah. Ace of spades. Oh, which one's the high one? Spades.
Spades.
Okay, so what is the breakdown then?
Well, yeah, I gotta draw.
Oh, I gotta draw. Oh, yes, it is. See what happens with Bill, you wonder why I don't have my cheat sheet because of things. Okay, I've shuffled them, but you can reach out and do anything you want.
Nope, nope, I just want the Queen of Hearts.
Okay.
Queen of Hearts deck, right?
Yes, this is the Queen of Hearts today.
Of course, there.
Yeah, it is.
King of Diamonds. Okay.
All right, King of Diamonds.
So, man, those. Yeah.
Okay.
Three.
Okay.
So, we, thanks to Pete, Pete's good job, selling these cards, and he went around the room, he collected $42. The club gets 21 of that, Pete 21, I get that.
Oh, wow, okay. Paul gets $11 and 21 bucks. Okay, great. Then 11 is hot. So it's growing slowly but surely and continuously. Thank y'all all. So anything else we want to discuss? So now we will introduce our speaker, Carol Cooper, with Adopt a Block. And welcome, Carol. Stand around here because it's on video also. So, right. There, y'all. Perfect. Welcome.
And nice to see you.
Okay, well, this is a great group here. I've had a great time already meeting some of you and a few I know. Maybe it's enjoying
God pigs.
I'm glad to hear all about how that works, because every year we get everything. So, thank you for the craft days. And also, something that I really appreciate, my husband and I both, is the clock that you funded for the Strawberry Plaza. The town that we moved from, after living there for 40-some years, has the same identical clock in its Memorial Plaza. And so when that clock went up, I said, oh my goodness, look, it's the same clock. And we really think it's added something. So thank you for that too.
We actually stole it.
And, listening to all of this today, I always knew that you all supported the community in a lot of ways. It's just been eye-opening and great to hear all the different things that are going on and different ways that you support the community. And we were part of that. We received a grant from you this year, and it went a long way towards helping with the job that we do. So that job is Adopt a Block Northampton is our name. And it started in 2012 with 3 volunteers. And it's grown to 40-some volunteers from 5 churches now. It's based out of Cape Charles Baptist Church, but we serve out of Lower Northampton Baptist Church, which is where we generally prepare our bags that we support with our, and we also do some special events from there. We also have a small, if you ever need to know this, we have a very small food pantry here. So for emergency food needs, we've been able to supply things for people who just called and said, we have no food, and we can always send them there. There's always somebody available. Now, Proverbs 3:27 says, do not pass the man in need, for you may be the hand of God to him. And that's been one of our founding verses. We try to support those who are underserved and those who are in crisis through relationship building, through supplying physical needs as well as spiritual needs. And some of the time we've been able to build a long-term relationship. Other times it's a family that just needs a hand up or something to help them in a time of crisis. Our original goal was to try to help alleviate the workforce housing issue that we all know exists in this area. And we tried multiple times to do that. There have been times when we were given land, an option to buy land, we were donated some land. It's never worked out. There's always been some reason why it couldn't be done on the particular things that we had available and with the money that we had available. So we've kind of transitioned over to a more personal level of service, and that also has evolved. So over the years, we've provided food to groups, and most of the time we've been serving Myrtle Landing. In fact, all of the time we've been serving Myrtle Landing. Some of the time we've also supported families at William Hughes, and we still have a few there, and a few families outside in the community and other places. And our purpose is to share the love of Jesus by helping to meet the needs of people who are in those situations. So one of the things that we do on a monthly basis, on the 3rd Saturday, usually on the 3rd Saturday of each month, we gather at Lower Northampton Baptist Church and we pack bags of things to distribute to the residents at Myrtle Landing and at William Hughes. And those bags we have come to understand are useful from the standpoint that they are things that people can't buy with food stamps. So, yeah, I'm sure you've heard the controversies about food stamps and what can be bought and what can't be bought. And we were very surprised to find some of the things that could not be purchased with food stamps, like toilet paper and paper towels and dishwashing detergent, things like that that people need on an everyday basis. So we do that particular thing every month. We have paper towels, toilet paper, and laundry detergent in bags. Recently, within I think the last 6 months, we've started something else called our bin ministry. And that's out of the back of our pickup truck. And what we have there is bins with items in them that people need on a regular basis. So we have a cleaning bin, which is all-purpose cleaner, sponges, dish detergent, all sorts of things that they need around their house. And the other one is personal care items, shampoo, conditioner, deodorant, razor, all sorts of things of that sort. And we've also started adding things. Pretty soon we're going to need another truck because we keep adding to it. So now we have a box with books, and we have inspirational books, we have wholesome type books, we have Bibles available, and they can come up and choose a book to read. I was surprised how popular that was. We never thought of it before, but people want something to read that's a happy thing to do. So we've got that now. We also have partnered with different groups over the years. Last winter, we partnered with a group, and probably will this year soon, where we had coats, winter coats and hats available. And by the end of the cold season last year, we had every single coat was gone and almost all of the hats were gone. So just different sizes that had been contributed. They were all really nice and all really warm. And I wish I had a video of one instance that I saw where a gentleman came up and said, I really need a coat. And so we sized him up, got the right size on him. And then our volunteer who was there said, I know it, just a hat to match it. And so he was all outfitted and he was all smiles when he went back to his unit. Not only did he have a coat, but he had a matching outfit. So there are things like that. We've also partnered with a group that provides beds for people. We've partnered with the Boy Scouts. There's been times when they have contributed to our food bank some of the food that they gathered in their campaign. What else have we done? Let's see here. Try to miss anything. Oh, Cape Charles Christian School. This is a big thing. Sometimes the children will make cards or draw pictures that we can give to people, and there's usually not enough for everybody, but you kind of do it by random and put them in the bags that we're distributing. And there's always a huge smile when they find one of these special pictures in their bag. So the children are aware too of what's happening in their community, and they love to contribute things to help out. There have also been different individuals and farms and businesses that have chipped in when we had a special need. Or, for example, there have been farms that gave us bags of produce that they had left over. And we've been able to put those in the back of the truck, and people came up and we would just give them as much as they wanted of whatever it was. And that's always been popular too. Another thing that we've done over the years, and it's changed from time to time, is special events. So for Thanksgiving, I was listening to you, Joan, about your Thanksgiving gifts to families. At Myrtle Landing, we'll be doing a complete home cooked family dinner for each resident on the 4th Saturday in November. So we'll be supplying them with a pre-cooked meal all ready to eat. And for the families that live in Hughes, we're doing a box which has a turkey and all the things that you would want for Thanksgiving meal. Some of that was contributed this year, which is wonderful. We've had Build the Stuff is contributing smoked turkeys for all of the needs that we have. And Pickett's Farmer Farms is contributing sweet potatoes and greens. So we have some of that ready to go, and we're readying our kitchens, so we'll be having all of the things cooked and ready for our families. The other part of our ministry, which benefited probably the most from the contribution that you made, is our furniture ministry. We have 3 containers of furniture, which are stored at the property of one of our volunteers. And it includes contributions from people, sometimes even new things. And those are used for the residents at Myrtle Landing for the most part. But also we partner with the Domestic Violence Coalition. So there have been times when we've been able to set up furniture for families coming out of that crisis, or other kinds of monetary crisis where they were moving into a trailer, moving into a house or apartment and had their furniture. We've also had more instances of that this year for some reason at Myrtle Landing, where people are moving in and have no chairs to sit on, no bed, no kitchen table, anything like that. So we're trying to supply what we can. As much as we can, we do from donations, but there are times when we just don't have the things that they need. Maybe you have a big dresser, but they need a kitchen table. And those things we've been able to use some of that money to purchase new, so that we can meet the need without waiting for months for that donation to come. So anything could happen. Anything from donating diapers for a baby, school supplies for a family with children. We've done furniture, wheelchair, ride to a doctor's appointment, helping to hang curtains in someone's unit, all these different things. It's a wide ranging, and the reason we're able to do that is because we've had it set up in such a way that we try to have the same volunteers go to the same neighbors every month if we can do it. So they can build a real relationship there. And people are open and people are interested in knowing what the need is, and the residents know they can come to us and tell us what they need. So the way we do that is on Saturday morning, we have sheets with the different buildings that we service. And we have people signed up in pairs to go to those buildings. And each sheet has also notes on it about the person. If we know something specific things like, did you get the kitchen table you needed? You have any prayer requests? Do you have any illnesses that we should pray about? And so on. So there's a relationship there in addition to just buying stuff. And that's our real goal, is to get to know people and to get to know what their needs are in every aspect of their life. And as much as they want to share with us, we would like to know. So for example, on our sheets, we have date of birth for people who aren't interested in sharing that information. And there's a volunteer at our church who sends birthday cards to everybody on the list, which is almost 100 people. And so she sends a personal birthday card for each of the residents that's shared that information. Another thing that's changed over the years, I wasn't sure whether to share this, but I'm going to, because it gives a more full picture of what we do. In years past, we used to partner with the federal government in providing food for people. So we would supply the boxes of food that they get from the food bank. And at one point we got a letter from them and they said, we'd like to come and visit you. And we said, great, come on down. Why don't you come with us when we do one of our distributions? So this lovely young girl came down and she went out with us on a Saturday morning and visited with us. And shortly thereafter, we got a note saying that we were not going to be able to do that distribution anymore unless we stop praying with people. So Stop praying with people. So that was a no-brainer. We said, we're sorry, but we can't do that. Because their offer was, you can continue doing it if you go another day to pray with people, but you can't do it the day that you do the distribution. Now, our process has always been, right from the beginning, we're not giving to people with anything in return. So when we would go to people's store, we would give them their food. We would say, how are you doing? What do you need? What can we help you with? And last of all, after everything was done, we would say, would you like to pray? So it's not as though we were violating any kind of condition where we were expecting them to do it for them to get food. That's never been the case and never would be. But, you know, the reason I wasn't sure about sharing this is because I don't want to diss the food bank. The food bank does a wonderful job and we have all the most respect for them. It's just regulations, and that was the way they saw it. So that's when we changed to doing other items that they couldn't buy with food stamps. And interestingly enough, the food bank comes at the same time we come, on the third Saturday. So we've been able to supply food to people who can't get to the food bank truck. They come and they park the truck, and people have to come and get their food. And there are lots of people that are in wheelchairs or bedbound. We can't do that. So we've been able to help by delivering things from the food bank to them still in some of those cases. And it's been a great partnership. And there's another church too now who's also sending volunteers to help with that. So that's separate from us, but we're all in the same business. We're all in the business of helping people and being the hands and feet of Jesus. So I wanted you to know about that because that, in some cases, got out into the community in a way that was not accurate. So anyway, that's what's part of the ongoing transformation, and we don't know what's coming next. We will be doing other things, special events. We do in the winter, in the doldrums time, when nobody's doing anything and it's cold, we will take quarts of homemade soup along with our bag, and that's always a big favorite too. And also on Thanksgiving, on Valentine's Day, we will have heart-shaped cookies with a message on them. So they're just different things like that that we've done over the years and will continue to do. A long-term goal, which is always in the back of our minds, is that we would like to have something that's we're calling a Mercy Center. And the Mercy Center would be a location that we could work out of, where we would be able to do more than we can do now. We would be able to have things like after-school activities or life skill classes, things like that, as well as a food bank and possibly emergency housing or emergency food availability, things like that. So that's, we keep that in prayer as a long-term goal, and we're hoping someday that will happen. But we'll just see where God takes us down the road. Meanwhile, we just keep going along as we can see where we fit into the community and where the needs are. The ministry for furniture is a really big one. And so that money that you contributed has been a huge help there and continues to be. So I think that's pretty much everything. I wanted to make sure I left time for you to ask questions if you had any about what we do. It's all volunteer. Everything is donations are given for us to purchase the items that we take every month. And that's how we're able to continue with that. Cape Charles Baptist Church supports us, and then there are individual donations as well, and individual donations from groups like yourself. although we've never had one that generous, so it's a wonderful thing. So just in closing, I'd like to give another quote to you. So Jesus says in Luke 9:23, if anyone wishes to come after me, he must deny himself, take up his cross daily and follow me. And that's what Adopt a Flock Northampton is. It's a group of very diverse people who are giving up themselves and their time and their money to try to be the hands and feet of Jesus in our community. It's a very humble, dedicated group, and it's an honor and a blessing to serve with them. And once again, we thank you for your part in that.
One more question. Oh, question, okay?
Okay, I just would like a little clarification. Is it adopt a block or adopt a flock?
Adopt a block. So it's
Block.
centered on the idea of neighbors
Okay.
and neighborhoods. So that's why adopt a block.
Thank you, thank you.
Oh, okay, I'll come back to that.
Yes, you mentioned. But it didn't work out. Why did it not work out?
Okay, we had one case where we were given an option to purchase land for a year. We had a year-long option. The engineering costs to study what we would be able to do were way beyond what we could support financially. In the second case, people donated land to us, but it was in an area where there was no road. And they would have had to build a road, and we would have had to pay to have the road built to get to that land. So those were the two instances that didn't work out.
Just a quick comment on the incident you described with the federal worker that went with you. I'm thinking that might have been enforcing the separation of church and state. And the same reason it's not prayer in public schools, that they didn't want federal workers mixed in with religious things.
Right, and that is, I'm sure that's what it was. That's the way they were interpreting.
Yeah.
Even though, you know,
Unfortunate.
there was no intention and it was an unfortunate thing. You know what? What came out of that was better.
Okay.
So, you know, we didn't have any regrets about that, and that the work is being done, and food is still getting there, and now we're able to supply additional.
But I'm always coming across people that want to donate furniture, don't know where to do it. How would they get in touch? Does
Adopt a
Adopt a
Block-
Block have a website?
Adopt a Block has a phone line, and you can leave a message on that.
Do you know the-
Yes, I do. So the number for the phone line is 757-285-5797. And that is a very helpful thing. And if you come on a situation where there's someone in need, same thing. This is the phone number to call. So if you hear of a case where there's a need, feel free to use that number to contact us, and we will try to help. 757
757.
285-5797.
I'll get an email out after the meeting.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Now, that, just a warning, that's not answered every 5 minutes. It may take a few days even to get an answer back from us. We try to keep track of it, but we also get a lot of solicitation calls and stuff like that, that is bothersome, so. And that's held by volunteers.
Thank you.
Do you pick up the furniture or we have to do it?
Yeah, and that's an issue, We do pick it up. We have a problem because I'm 79, my husband is 79, and a lot of us are at least 79 in a group. We're not as young as we used to be. But we try to get things picked up as quickly as possible. We do pick things up.
Do you have a truck?
We have pickup truck. Yeah, we use a pickup truck. Whoever has, most of us have trucks, like most of the Eastern Shore. So we have several available that can be used. And we actually do have a small trailer. Which we haven't been used much because that needs to be hooked up and it gets a little more cumbersome. So usually we use one of the pickup trucks.
All right. Any more questions or discussion? Well, thank you, Carol, very much for being here. And as a thank you, you have a choice between a mug and a wine glass. So which one is-
I will take them.
All right.
Thank you very much. That's very
And
nice.
thank you for coming and thank you for being here and sharing with us about Adopt a Block. Is there any other discussion about anything today that we haven't touched on? If not, let us stand and do our four-way test. Is it the truth? Is it fair?
Will we have fun?
Yeah. Yes, we will. Thank y'all, everyone. Meeting is adjourned.